Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They boot it away on fourth down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed.
Breaks away on the left. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Man, what a weapon in this offense to have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for... Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Peppers. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Push down for the tackle.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On the snap, it's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Get it out on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up 14 over Washington. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick six.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. the Auburn offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Peppers. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Peppers. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete out of the backfield. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And right down the middle. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
LSU 24, Auburn 7.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. No, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Caught behind the line, it's Pringle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Got a man, it's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And you you've seen these curl routes, this is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Shakes off the defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted deep in his own end.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Thanks to grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Snap it to the back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the... And they'll mark it at the 39. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Unleashes one deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pringle. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking for a huge play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on that.
There he goes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching